Good morning. So we're looking at Friday, July 6th, Southwest Active, so our third video blog. I've been having some fun with this. So you'll see the workout is like a three-part series of a progression that we've been doing every week. Essentially the first part is easy aerobic training mixed in with gymnastic training. So I've written 3 rounds easy, minute 30 air bike, and then 5 to 10 toes to bar. The goal with that, of course, just like everything, is to be consistent with the air bike and make sure you're picking a pace that is quote unquote easy, but something that you still, you're in conversation pace, but you're still working, and that RPM on the air bike stays consistent. And then you're going to do 3 rounds of that into the 5 to 10 toes to bar. Some scaling options for this, for the Southwest Active, will be most likely hollow holds, hanging from a pull-up bar, because what you guys want to think about is toes to bar is essentially strength of the lower abs and grip endurance and strength in your lats, okay? So if you're struggling with getting your toes to the bar, good chance that your legs are too heavy for the strength of your core, and your grip and your lat strength from your body weight, you got to remember that's relative to your body weight, is not strong enough. So how do we improve that? For some people, and I know this is not me being rude, but it's just common sense, I think. You lose weight, you get a toes to bar, right? You didn't get stronger, you just got lighter, okay? And I think that's just common sense. Or you get stronger for your body weight in terms of lat strength, grip strength, and core strength, right? How do we get stronger with the core strength? Hollow rocks, right? Leg lifts, okay? Stir the pots, FLRs. How do you get stronger with your grip? Well, we work on deadlifts, that works your grip. Farmer carries, hanging from a pull-up bar, okay? You can kind of see how this ties together. Into 3 rounds of 1 30-minute row. Same goal as the air bike, you're gonna pick a pace, but that number should always stay the same on the row, right? So in 130, some people are gonna get 15-ish calories probably for a female, okay? Into 5 to 10 handstand push-ups. This is just essentially a goal of upper pushing. I look at toes to bar as an upper pulling because you're pulling away from the bar, and now the handstand push-ups is a pushing movement. If you got the kipping down right now and you're pretty strong, go for it. Now, something to think about. If you could do a kipping pull-up, that means you could do a kipping handstand push-up. Maybe you have to scale it a little bit, but you should be able to do the both. It's a very similar movement. That means if you have the strength to do a kipping pull-up, you should have the strength to do a handstand push-up. Of course, there's a bunch of things that I look for before you get crazy with doing high repetitions of handstand push-ups. I want you to be able to do strict handstand push-up. If you're going to do multiple reps in a week of kipping, you have to be able to do strict. You most likely have to bench press your body weight to get a strict handstand push-up or more for a female, okay? Just to put that in perspective. And if you're doing strict handstand push-ups, that means you're definitely doing weighted strict pull-ups, okay? So if you think about that, that just shows you where you need to be. And we give you guys training scenarios for that all the time, okay? And then you're gonna rest as a group, you're gonna rest. And then you have 3 rounds for completion. This is just moving steady, but I want you to challenge yourself with the dumbbell. Is 3 left arm, hang dumbbell clean power to overhead. And then you're not gonna let go of the dumbbell, you're gonna do 3 front squats, and then you're gonna do it on your right arm. It's just a fun little dumbbell complex. If you guys noticed, every week I've been incorporating that into the training. Essentially, it's just trying to teach you how to be strong with a dumbbell, move your body around the dumbbell, incorporate a little bit of skill with the dumbbell, and you guys are still building some strength there, okay? You're gonna rest as needed, and then for the grand finale, 21 overhead squats, 5 rope climbs, 15 overhead squats, 3 rope climbs, 9 overhead squats, and 1 rope climb. The weight's 65-95. Now, if you cannot do an overhead squat, there is going to be a different workout for you, okay? If you can do an overhead squat and you can't do the rope climb, you're going to do the rope climbs and the squatting variation. If you can't do a rope climb, but you can do an overhead squat, there's going to be a different variation. So I don't want you thinking or getting all stressed out about that. You guys know that we always incorporate something different, okay? I'll post that on tonight. I just have to, or I'll post that in, it'll be in the website as well when you're reading this, okay? The scaled option. But if you're doing it RX, the goal here is 21 overhead squats. If you're really good at the movement, that should be done in 1 or 2 sets, not 4 sets. I want you to go fast at it. So that means if 65 pounds is like grindy for you as a female, and you're doing sets of 3, that means you're doing the bar, because I want you to do the bar. Can you do 21 overhead squats with 35 pounds? If you don't think so, okay, well then 35 pounds is probably going to be a good weight for you, if you know you can do 10 for sure, okay? If you're one of those clients that are just learning the movement, and it takes you like a couple minutes to find your rhythm and get down there, you're not doing overhead squat today. This is not the opportunity to practice it, because it's going to be a fatigue-based scenario, okay? 5 road climbs. Now you're going to use your legs for this. Efficiency on the road climb, up and down. I want you guys to think about jumping up, getting your feet as high as possible, and getting up to the ceiling in as little clamps as possible. And then, how do we get down to the floor actually dictates how fast we go in this workout as well, okay? Now some of you guys need to get better at not walking away from the implement, okay? So for the road climb, for example, you do 1 road climb and then you go walk around and you have a drink of water and you check the time and you have a sip of margarita and then I do another road climb and then I go and do it again and I go for a little walk and check Facebook and then I go do another road climb. Quit wasting time. Have a goal. You get up the rope, you get down the rope, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get up the rope. I bet you're going to make it. You're not going to fail it. Yeah, you feel uncomfortable right now, but you can do it. So you guys need to realize and have little mini goals within each workout on how you transition from each little piece, okay? The more you do that with yourself mentally, the faster you always get, the better shape you get, the better you get at all these movements, okay? No one needs to drink water in the middle of a workout, okay? And I'm guilty of it with this type of workout. I would chalk up for no reason. Once you chalk your hands at the beginning of the workout, I bet you don't need to chalk them again, right? So have that as a goal. Make little goals within, especially with the transition time and how you walk up to the bar and how you drop the bar and what your goal is resting away from the bar, okay? So, good luck. Crush this one and then we're gonna have a good weekend. Okay, bye-bye.